03 on the Odyssey. I replaced all the motor mounts, 2 on the transmission, 1 in the front, and 1 on the right hand side. And I'm doing the last one. This is the rear motor mount. Alright. This weight goes on top of it. Okay. This is the original weight. So I took it off of the old rear and I put it on the new one. I guess just keep it balanced, the weight. Okay. You use a 12 millimeter bolt. And I want to share some information on this rear motor mount. This is the last thing I'm doing. It's 11 o'clock at night. And I'm trying to knock the last motor mount out. Get it out of the way. You can see it's a 12 millimeter 6-point short socket. This is the difficult one. The other 4 motor mounts was easy. This is the most difficult one. Share some information on how to replace it. The one up front and the 2 on this transmission. The easiest way to do that is take the 4 bolts out. The 4 nuts of the transmission that holds the transmission. And using a 14 millimeter socket. So you take the 4 out and then take the front out, take the nut on top, and you can jack it up. And you can replace it easy. But the way how I do it is I do all the motor mounts at the same time. So what I do, I take the stress off of all the motor mounts. I take the nuts off and the bolts so it can be free. So when I jack the engine up, everything's gonna be free. Nothing's gonna be hanging up. All right, that's the correct way of doing it. All right, because when you leave other motor mounts attached, you put a lot of stress on it. All right, but I'm gonna share some information on the rear motor mount. What you got to do to remove it. The most difficult one. I'm doing some major work to this Honda Odyssey. I did an oil pump, doing timing belt, water pump, suspension, all new timing components on the belt drive and the timing. And I put a new crank sensor. You always want to check that, replace it at the same time. Alright, so if you're replacing the rear motor mount on the Honda Odyssey 03, you gotta remove the white pipe, the exhaust pipe. You gotta remove it out of the way. Okay? You gotta remove the bracket out of the way. This is the bracket for the motor mount. I push it on the side. Okay? That's how you do it. You cannot remove the rear motor mount with the white pipe in the way or the bracket still attached to the engine. You gotta take the 4 bolts out. You use a 14 millimeter socket and push it to the side like how I have it to the side here. This is the motor mount bracket that attaches to the engine block. You gotta remove them 4 and push it to the side. Okay? Or the other way you can do it is drop the subframe. Okay? You don't have to take the bolts all the way. Just take it off enough so you get clearance to get that motor mount out. Alright? Another thing too, you have to loosen all your motor mount nuts and bolts, see, it won't be hanging up. Okay, you need to free your suspension parts. Okay, you want to put stress on it, but this is how I'm doing it. I remove the white pipe out of the way. I remove the block for the engine mount, the bracket out of the way. It's on the side here. This is right here. Now I can set the new engine motor mount in. Okay. All right. This is the new one here. Okay. So I'm gonna torque that bolt on it one more time and get up in there. Let me do that first. I'm under the car, man. It's like 11:30, and I'm trying to put this last motor mount in. Like I said, I did the transmission, two on the transmission, one on the front, and one on the right. Alright, so this is the new one here. I already put the weight on it. I guess that keeps the balance and the vibration. This is off of the old one, so I just transferred over here. Alright. So all I gotta do is just fill it up in there now. Like that. So easy that going in. If you leave that bracket in the way, you will never get this in. Never. I do it just like that. It goes over that rocking pinion. She rides over that rocking pinion. Alright, so that's how you do it. Okay? That's how you do it. Alright, later.